Hello class, my name is MJ, and today I'll be counter-arguing Matthew. Matthew's policy proposition was on saying yes to legalizing sports betting, and that would be Prop 28, I believe. Matthew had some valid points, one being how he claims that there would be a steady cash flow with legalizing sports betting, but according to some research, that however, like he said, there's a steady cash flow for sports bettors. Roughly only 50% of all bets that are placed hit. So that means 50% of the time they're winning, but also the other 50% of the time they're losing money. So technically, I wouldn't say it's fully a steady cash flow. It's pretty much gambling, a hit or miss. Another valid point that I would say that you can counter argue would be that if you legalize it to sports betting, you're pretty much every device of anyone over 21 could be a gambling device. And basically it could cause it to get into like the wrong people's hands, and then eventually he said it would help the economy, but pretty much like if it gets in the wrong people's hands, then they're gonna keep betting and betting and betting, and they just keep losing money because they don't know what they're doing, even though that they should be responsible with their money. However, most people, like if you're winning, you're not gonna you're not gonna stop because your ego's too high. But if you lose, you don't want to keep losing because you don't want to lose money. You're like, oh, I could get one bet, and oh yeah, I get this one bet, I'm gonna cover. But if you don't cover, then you just keep digging yourself into a hole. And then also, if it does pass, there is a 10% tax that would be put in onto the sports betting to help the homelessness and stop the gambling addiction. But if you tax on the sports betting, you would have a 10% takeaway from the winnings of that person. Therefore, if your bet was to win $1,000, you would only receive 900. And then if this is the case, it will pretty much like push away users because, oh, what if like they're not getting the money that they technically won because of the taxation? Because right now, technically, there is sports betting. They just word it a different way, so it's not technically gambling. In this case, it would be gambling. If it does pass, it would be turned into gambling. But it's right now, it's technically sports betting, and you win whatever your thing is. There's no taxation on it. So if it were to change, users may stop this whole thing because of the fact that there's taxation. Thank you.